at the point guard position.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now here's Conley. Towns, no luck.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And if he gets looked that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now here's Gobert. Right side, Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Durant with the steal. Conley against Paul. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Ayton. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Booker against Edwards. Outside Durant. Jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
How about Durant getting acrobatic and putting on a show for this crowd? That's impressive.
Outside Towns. Towns is doubled. That shot off. Good D by Booker. Phoenix has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Here's Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
The shot by KD. No good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looks to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Minnesota. Durant with a wide-open look. That 3 off the mark. Down low. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Second chance effort, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Rebound by Octopi.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Conley against Paul. He kicks to Ayton. Pulls up from the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
I love the confidence. And Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
To the right side. Back to Booker. Octopi, the pass to Paul. It's Durant on the wing. Defended by Towns. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Conley kicks to Towns. Back to Conley. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Want to take home a free t-shirt, fans? We're looking for the loudest section. Give it up for your Timberwolves, Dexter.
And stolen by Ayton for 3, Octopi. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Edwards inside. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Ayton wide open. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards drives in. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker outside. Paul kicks to Booker. Durant in the corner. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
Well, you love to see Durant attacking in the lane, imposing his will. Nothing the defense could do there because he's aggressive and talented.
And it's Towns missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Paul left side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns.
Chris Paul sets a fantastic example for younger players. I mean, CP3 defines what it means to be a pro.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize.
And then Durant with the jam.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
The kick out to Towns. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Knocks it loose. KD looking around. And finished off by KD.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Edwards can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Outside, KD. Ayton a screen on Edwards. 5 on the clock. Over Edwards. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Conley the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Ross passes to Biyombo. Now here's Craig. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Towns, that's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
Shamet the pass to Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. It's tipped, and so it's Phoenix. 13 points up at the end of it. All right, David, thank you. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the small forward. And he makes that one. 15 points for Rudy Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
And Booker kicks to Paul. To the inside. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Paul. Durant's got 13.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Pass to Booker for the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Gobert. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And the Suns making a change here. Biyombo's checked in.
Biyombo showing off his agility off the screen. It's not easy to set that hard screen and then roll with purpose and effectiveness, but he does.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And then Durant with the jam.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Conley kicks to Towns. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. The second effort. Now the dish to Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Paul passes to KD and finished off by KD.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, so definitely a strange move on his part.
And Phoenix making a change here. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Durant. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. Ross is checked in for Devin Booker. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Paul. Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room. Here's Craig. Clock at 6. And finished off by Craig.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys? Honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And the basket by Gobert.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Ross against Edwards. And Ross with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And Edwards drops them both. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Craig with a screen on Conley. Shamit. No good with the triple. It could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix finishing the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Durant with the steal. Paul, no one around him. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
The kick out to Towns. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The pass to Booker. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the left wing. Towns down low. Defended by Booker. And Towns gets it to go.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Conley kicks to Edwards. His three-pointers off the mark. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. To the middle. Octopi, the pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Outside, KD. Over Gobert. Back to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Edwards drives in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Ball against Conley. And here's KD for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
3 points.
Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Conley surveying the D. He dishes it to Gobert. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. Booker fires from way outside. And they recover it. Tries again. Ayton kicks to Booker. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Conley with it. He's picked up by KD. Here's McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Sun ball.
.158 left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And that one's good. Shamit.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Passes it to Gobert. 1:32 left in the game. Here's Towns. Craig pulls it in. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Phoenix.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
They need this. Biyombo with the block.
And this is something Biyombo excels in, timing and blocking shots.
Craig finds Biyombo. Rebound, Minnesota. Inside, Ross with the steal. And the wide open shot from Warren, and the Suns miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Phoenix controlling this game. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Towns, no luck. Now Shamet. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now Conley. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever. Running the point with precision.
Westbrook outside. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Outside Conley. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Pass to Towns. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play on Robert Covington.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac's with a screen on Towns. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's slammed in by Zubac's.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by Minnesota. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. To the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Here's Conley. Pass to Towns, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. Here's Towns. 7 points in the game. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with it. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Leonard for 3. Connects from downtown.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Oh, a terrific swat. And they get it back. Towns against Covington. Goes back up. Shakes him. And it's Towns with a bucket inside. Towns has got 9.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
George outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Minnesota in the lead.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Covington, a screen on Towns. Covington, he's open. Again, the Clippers score. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Out to Leonard. Fires the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two on Robert Covington.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Towns. Leonard for three. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Leonard. For three, George. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Tie game. There's some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Westbrook against Conley. Pass to Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Conley against Zubac. The shot comes out, and Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Covington to the middle. Pass to Westbrook. Zubac with a screen on Conley. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Westbrook outside. Driving to the basket, and Gobert with a block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Leonard for three. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Now here's Gobert. Give him 8. Conley passes to Gobert. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Pass to Zubac. Outside Covington. Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. George for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Picked by Gobert. Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Covington. Leonard for three. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
The Clippers call timeout. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rivers is checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Just 4 to shoot. And Minnesota calls time here.
Timeout. Starting. Here they come. Now heading to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. One more time to your Timberwolves dancers.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Towns gets the bucket.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Morris passes to Plumlee. Here's Highland. To win the drought. Pure from three-point range.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Highland. Pass to Morris. Out to the wing. Here's Highland. Now Plumlee. Tipped and stolen by Gobert. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
29. The Clippers. 24.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Mason Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard. Over to the left wing. Towns passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Clippers trail. Morris outside. Here's Mann, guarded by Edwards. Back to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Pass to Highland. Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. Down low. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Athletic and quick, Plumlee is a good partner in the pick and roll game if delivered. Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Good work there as it goes.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Into the lane on the wing man. Morris outside. And it's off from three-point range. And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings, it's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way, but this energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Plumlee a screen from the arc. Fires in the triple. Man's got 6. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Pass to Towns. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Here's Highland. Morris sets a screen. Goes up on the wing. That one off the back iron and out. High post Towns. He's working on Morris. Here's Rivers. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Highland misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Edwards with it to the paint. Ooh, Morris with a steal. It's Powell on the wing. McDaniels covering. Plumlee a screen. Highland. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Towns. He's got 15, and that's an intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Towns down low, working on Covington. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
For 3, Covington drains the triple. And that ties it up.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Inside, here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Pass to George. Zubac screen. George with it, and it's Gobert picking him up, and they recover it. Westbrook with it. George outside. They double team George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Pass to Gobert. And that's not going to go. Tie game in Minnesota. And fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Mike Conley out there with Jalen Noel. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Here's Gobert. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Westbrook. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Noel. George defending. Outside McDaniels. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. And it's powered home by Towns.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Leonard outside. Covington, a screen on Towns. Down low. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Conley. To the inside. And stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Oh, and another three for the Clippers. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Here's Gobert. That shot missing. Great D that time from Zubac. Leonard for three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And the stifled tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. George passes to Covington. Back to George. Leonard outside. Covington, a screen on Towns. Leonard for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Zubac with a screen on Conley. Leonard for three. Gets the 3-ball to go. Leonard's got 23.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Back to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. From behind the arc. And Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got 4 rebounds now. Double team on Towns. To the middle. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Robert Covington.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And so Gobert nails both of them.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Clippers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. really made himself the backbone of their offense.
No coverage that time. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And he drops the first. No good on the second free throw. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Now Conley. To the wing, right side. Spins. Now here's Towns. There's the three. No good that time. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it to...
I smack clowns with mad style.
Players are well rep. Presented Greg in this one, and all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in a point. No problems knocking that one down.
At the arc, Kevin Durant is totally in his comfort zone. Nothing could shake him off that look.
George with no one around. No good on the three. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Here's Leonard following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Westbrook with a wide open look, drills the three-pointer.
This is who Westbrook is in a nutshell. A flat-out baller with a quick trigger.
Booker outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball against Westbrook. Left side, Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
To the middle, here's Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Ayton a screen on Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton over Westbrook, and it's Ayton missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns leading. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Westbrook. Fires the three. Suns keep it alive. Durant kicks to Paul. 6 to shoot. KD a screen on George. Paul's shot is off.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Calling his own number, Russ is as confident a player as you will find.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now, here's George. He's got 7, and it's KD with the rebound. Paul looking around. Pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Rebound by the Clippers. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball.
Stop it on a dime. Kawhi showing good body control on that pull-up.
Booker against George. Ayton a screen on George. Passes it to Paul. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George. 27 seconds left in the first. From outside the arc, Zubac finds George. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Leonard with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Leonard's got 8 points.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now here's Ayton. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. KD passes to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
That shot wide open. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Paul. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Zubac with the block. George finds Westbrook. Now Zubac kicks it out to Leonard. There's the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Suns trail by 12. And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Covington, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams. But he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Now here's Paul. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 8 points.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
And stolen by Booker. Fires from deep. Another three for Phoenix.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And George kicks to Zubats. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Now here's Paul.
2 minutes.
Pass to Octopi. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton dishes to KD. Beyond the arc. Another shot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
And that one's good. George. 14 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Durant.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Clippers leading by 11. And Leonard gets it to go. 16 points for Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
For 3, Booker hits the three-point bomb.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Ross. Excellent D there from George. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Morris. Powell finds Morris. Here's Highland. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shots.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Warren is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Landry Shamet, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Ross in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Shamet, the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Highland. He kicks it to Plumlee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Plumlee's got his first points in this one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Shamet, the pass to Biyombo. No good. Plumlee with some nice D. The pass to Morris. Here's Highland. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Highland's got 5 points so far.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Count it, good.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Clippers leading by 17. Highland passes to man. Offline with his three. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And it's Shamet missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Durant comes in for Torrey Craig. Okogie's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Paul subbed in for Landry Shamet. Paul outside. Dishes it to Durant. And with the rebound. Clippers leading by 15. Morris passes to man. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Here's Ayton. 10 points for him. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the wide open shot from Morris. Plumlee finds Powell. Over to the left wing. Highland hits it from three-point range. Highland's got 8 points.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Paul with the three. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Got that one up quick. Highland's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Paul outside. The dish to Durant. From past the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 10 points for him.
And what do you expect? Durant's not going to let you disrespect him on the other end without an answer.
Suns trail by 18. Here's Paul, and the layup is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Highland. It's up a 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And the Suns call time here. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
Passes it to Ross.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Back to Shamet. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Ross kicks to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
As explosive as they come at the point guard position, Russell Westbrook playing at the rim.
To the inside, here's Biyombo. And here is Shamet. Pass to Ross. Over George. Off target from the wing. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Clippers leading by 21, and the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Ayton. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Paul against Westbrook. Some solid D from Paul.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Booker outside. Now the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Over George. George with the defensive effort. Leonard fires away from outside. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 19 points.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Deflects the pass. Covington with the steal. They get it back. George finds Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Takes a 3. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
From deep. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Westbrook surveying the D. He feeds it to Covington. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Okogie. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2. Oh, it's going to count!
Bingo! Buddy!
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon incredible.
He's loving it.
On the heat from way downtown, and it goes. That might be the craziest non-buzzer beater I've ever seen.
Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Passes to Okogie. Back to Booker. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
Connects from three-point range.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And Westbrook, here we go. Outside Leonard. Outside Westbrook. Shoots the 3. For 3, Covington. And the Clippers miss again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been...
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Leonard the pass to George. The three. No good that time. Stolen by George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
I smack clowns with mad style.
into 2K Sports at another exciting. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And the basket by Towns.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Ayton, the screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. Ayton, it's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Gobert. Crafty move. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Paul passes to Durant. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Off the mark there with a 3.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Edwards finds Gobert, and the basket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Paul gets it to go.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Now here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Durant against McDaniels. The kick to Durant. The 3 is up. He can't hit that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Here's Booker following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Ayton. Yes! And it... Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Edwards can't hit. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Good on the bucket.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton. Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Octopi. First personal foul. First team foul.
Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Okogie. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 10.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
And so
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Stolen by Conley. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Paul. Sinks the tray. Paul's got 5.
He has proven that you have got to get out and contest on the three-point shot. Chris Paul is always efficient from 3.
Here's Towns. Shoots over Durant. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
Minnesota with the ball, coming off a Suns make. To the paint, and stolen by Durant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline grade. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Conley against Paul. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, in pick-and-roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Right side Durant. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Craig on the wing. It's blocked by Gobert. Deflects the pass. Outside Craig. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The three is up. And the Suns get another three. If you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Here's Shamet. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Biyombo. Back to Shamet. 5 to shoot. It's Warren on the wing. McDaniels covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. That ties the game. Gobert's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
Biyombo inside. He's against Gobert, and the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. And Minnesota calls time here. Nice game. Great performance by DeAndre Ayton.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Stolen by Reed. Unable to get that one. And so it's Rudy.
The Timberwolves, 34.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. If you look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Now here's Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign. But he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players players in the league. Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.
Timberwolves shooting at a very efficient 67%. The kick out to Edwards. Conley passes to Gobert. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Booker to the inside. And Minnesota calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Ayton. There's a screen. Driving in. And Ayton with the stuff.
A nice job by DeAndre Ayton. Put it on the deck and finish with authority.
Right side Conley. It's tipped. Pass to Paul. Back to Okogie. And here's Ayton. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Paul. 7 points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got 9.
He'll take it to the rack every chance if you let him. In attack mode here down the stretch.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Three-pointer in transition. 12 points for him.
Boy, it's incredible how many times Chris Paul has led the league in steals. This guy has active hands.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The 3, Durant. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Now here's Ayton. Back to Okogie. Phoenix calls timeout. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Biyombo, he's checked in for the Suns.
It's the height, it's the quick release, it's the soft touch. Kevin Durant is elite offensively.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he can't hit the second.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Here's Paul. And that comes off the assist by Durant. And now an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Yep, that one goes. Towns has got 15 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Edwards, coming off a Suns make. Pass to Towns. The 3-ball. The Suns clear it. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Well, Well, Josh Octopi sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Outside Edwards. Nifty move. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Free throw good, Edwards. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Craig is checked in for Durant. Warren comes in for Okogie. Ross, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Shamet in for Paul.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of... Kevin, he's one of maybe 2 guys in the league who can finish on that kind of jam. Ross has so many dunks at his disposal.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And that one falls for Towns. And so Towns nails them both.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
Pass to Craig. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Phoenix calls timeout. And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action, up 10. What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He spoke to his club like they were down in the score. He told them, quote, "We haven't won anything yet. Don't go easy. We've had all the leads like this, and we've seen them evaporate quickly. Coach bringing the urgency." Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Minnesota shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And stolen by Edwards. Oh, Durant with a steal. Booker against Conley. Pass to Ayton. Again, the Suns good for 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Paul. The kick to Durant. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Here in the second half, They're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And stolen by Booker. Outside Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside for Booker. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And the Suns lead by 16.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Towns passes to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conley. Can't get it to drop. Ayton with the defensive effort. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Conley. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Gobert passes to Towns. Takes the 3. No good on the shot. The Suns go the other way with it.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Drills it from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Okogie. There's the steal. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Rudy Gobert is known as the Stifled Tower, and why not? He has always been such a strong anchor for his team on the defensive end of the floor.
And here's Minnesota now. 17-point game. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Ayton. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 19.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, you can see, guys, how much confidence DeAndre Ayton plays the game with. This is especially so on the offensive end.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Conley with it. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now, here's Covington. It's stolen by Edwards. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Left side, Towns. Outside Conley. Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Conley dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Now here's Plumlee. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Now Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass to Covington. Westbrook against Conley. Covington a screen on Conley. The shake. And finished off by Westbrook.
With that tightened up handle now, Westbrook can keep the ball on the string and keep the defense at his mercy.
Out to Edwards. There's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now, here is George. Launches a three. And the dunk by Covington. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Great positioning on the putback.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick-and-roll sets.
Now, here's Covington. He's got 7. Stolen by Conley. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Edwards kicks to Towns. 5 on the clock. Gobert the pass to Edwards.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end, too.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking his shot.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Conley against Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
George looking over the floor. No good on the last second attempt there. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Signing in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one spot. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Outside, Covington. Kicks it to George. Covington a screen on Edwards. George with no one around. Off target with his three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Gobert. Tries again. Out to Edwards. From downtown. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Leonard with no one around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
No good at the stripe this time. His second misses also.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Morris, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. A steal. On the wing, Morris. Here's Highland. Over by Conley. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Count it. Plumlee's got his first points of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Edwards, that's good.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it. after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now here's Edwards. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here's Mann. He's still scoreless. So far in this one.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Conley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 11. Driving to the basket. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The Clippers have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Mann, defended by Towns. Zubac, a screen on Towns. Man, shot clock at 6.
Marcus Morris Sr. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Highland. And the wide open shot from Morris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McDaniels finds Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
The Clippers, 29. The Timberwolves, 33.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Outside Conley with the drive. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
It's Powell on the wing. Screen by Zubats. Powell kicks to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Highland. Pass to Powell. Here's Highland. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Morris dishes to Powell. There's the triple. Morris, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Edwards. Right side, Conley. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Mann. Covered by Conley. Morris a screen. Mann passes to Morris. Here's Mann. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's Conley. Towns finds Gobert. Now Conley. Back to Gobert. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Plumlee. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
On defense, the Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Clock at 6. Conley kicks to Gobert. Count that one. Gobert's got 15 points.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Leonard finds George. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Covington, a screen on Conley. Here's Westbrook. That one, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Conley against Westbrook. And finished off by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Plumlee sets the pick for George. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Gobert. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Now here's Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Towns against Covington. Outside, Towns. And there's the drive. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the one. Now here's Conley. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Here's Edwards, and the rejection by Leonard. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Westbrook. Outside, Covington. In the corner, George with it. Covington setting the pick for George. Covington passes to George. Makes it off the glass.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Plumlee with some nice D. Clippers trail by 3. Westbrook finds George. Kicks it out to Leonard to tie it up. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Westbrook against Conley. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Conley the pass to Gobert. And nothing is falling for him right now. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's George on the wing, covered by Conley. They get it back. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Conley gets the bucket.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
What you expect from Westbrook, coming up big in the biggest moment.
Edwards against Leonard. Edwards passes to Towns, and he makes good on the layup. That's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
George finds Plumlee. Covington with it. The kick out to Westbrook. Driving inside. And the basket is good. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult previous plays, it can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coach.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Edwards drawing the double team. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Edwards dishes to Towns. Good.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now here's Westbrook. He dishes it to Plumlee. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley feeling it out. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Covington. 6 on the shot clock.
Good. And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
George against Edwards, and he commits the intentional foul.
We're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And here's Towns. Outside Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the strike.
Six seconds left in the fourth. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
From deep. No good there. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
put on a show for their home fans tonight. And it's the Suns to start out. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Paul. Inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Back to George. Down low. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
Ayton hits them both. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Highlight reel dribble move. And then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. Now here's Paul to the paint. Ayton. Great D that time from Zubac.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to Westbrook. Out to Covington. From downtown, that's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Oh, smart positioning by Covington. Just utilizing the corner to find a three-point opportunity.
Booker no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. George with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Up top, Westbrook. He's guarded by Paul and stolen by Booker.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Ayton against Zubac. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 8.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Here's Westbrook. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Chris Paul. Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
Oh, a really deep 3 that time.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
George for 3. He buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Clippers keep it alive. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Ayton. 10 points for him. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. 12 points for him.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. George for three. Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George against Booker. The kick to Durant. Puts up a three. The Clippers grab the miss.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Nice shot by George.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide-open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
The three, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
In transition, here come the Suns. Ooh, poked away. George with a steal. Back to Leonard. He gets it off. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Paul George, he's feeling it. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Tipped. Phoenix calls timeout. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Greg.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Now here's Booker. Takes it inside. Here's Biyombo. You know, some have said those old-school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting three-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Here's George, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Zubac, screen. George passes to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside Paul. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. On target from range. George has got 15.
Yeah, good luck stopping that. When PG is hitting the pull-up with his size and height, you just got to tip your hat.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. It's going to be Biyombo shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Booker against George. Outside Durant. And stolen by Leonard. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Covington, a screen on Booker. Outside Covington. Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. The shot off that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Outside Paul. Here's Biyombo. Great D that time from Zubac.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Confident shot by George off the hot pass. Doesn't waste time thinking about his selection.
Booker, good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's George. He's got 18. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. George has got 20 points.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
Inside, here's Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Craig comes in for Okogie. Here's Highland. Morris outside. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Durant. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Look at Durant utilizing his length, snatching the offensive board. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 7 foot and sending it right back.
Morris finds Powell. Back to Morris. Stolen by Ayton. For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers in the lead. There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Takes a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ball drives in. And yep, it's good.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
And the basket by Highland.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Outside Booker. To the inside. Ayton inside. He's checked by Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant, and it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Phoenix making some changes. Warren's checked in for Kevin Durant. Ross comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Shamet in for Chris Paul. For three, Highland misses. Here's Shamet. Down low. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 16 points now.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Clippers, 39. The Suns, 34.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Torrey Craig out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Terrence Ross, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Ayton in it to 5. The Suns trailing.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Ross passes to Ayton. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 18. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Here's Shaman, and it's stolen by Plumlee. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Warren. Pass to Highland. From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Mann. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Mann's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Shaman. Pass to Aiden. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Powell right side. On the wing man. Morris on the wing. Craig with a steal. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Aiden is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Aiden hits them both. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Out to Covington, beyond the arc. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Aiden with a screen. And Aiden with the stuff.
And that's just terrific body control by Aiden. Setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
Westbrook finds Leonard. Zubac screen. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Aiden. Oh, and a dunk by Aiden.
My Lord, the agility on that size. Aiden's on another level.
Pass to Zubac. Westbrook with it. Back to Zubac. George outside. 6 to shoot. Zubac screen. Let's go with a 3. The Suns clear it. Aiden's got 4 rebounds now. For Phoenix, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball, slam it with ease.
Here's Shaman. Pass to Aiden. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Credit the plays they're calling for him, getting him right now some good shots.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Now here's Zubac. Give him 8 points now. George outside. From the top of the key. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Durant to the middle. And Biyombo slams it home.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Leonard for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Leonard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading bucket. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Pass to Durant. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. George outside. Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
I'll tell you, excellent vision from Westbrook. He's no stranger to pick and roll execution.
And here's Paul. Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. Paul can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Covington. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And he goes right after the guy who just scored on him.
Oh, he made sure to return the favor. Here's Westbrook. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Durant way outside. Driving inside.
This is part of why KD is so dangerous, using that 7-foot-long stride to penetrate and get fouled.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles. And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Pass to George. Here's the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Here's Paul. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Leonard for 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul for 3. Knocks down the long J.
I think you could sense it, that trip up the floor. Paul was looking for his own shot, and he got it.
George finds Plumlee. Back to George. Plumlee down low. He's against Ayton. Plumlee, no good. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Octopi. 4 on the clock. Good D by Covington. Ball against Leonard. With the drive. And the dunk by Leonard.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Octopi, covered by Covington. Back to Ayton, over Plumlee. Ayton, no good. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Westbrook against Paul. Stolen by Ayton.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Yep, count it.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. Now here's George. It's stolen. Paul against Westbrook. Pass to Octopi. Back to Paul. Here's Octopi. Outside Durant. Back to Okogie. Outside Paul. Over Westbrook. Plumlee pulls down the board.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
That's his third personal foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
As even a temperament as you'll ever find, Leonard is usually nails at the line, especially at the end of games.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
In these high-stakes moments, Paul is fearless. He knows he can do this.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a 1-possession game.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
That they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
George with a steal. All alone on the break. He's all alone.
And historically an excellent defender, George just excels at picking your pocket and taking it all the way himself. Nice.
Nice shot by Durant.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 5. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
For 3, Durant. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.